This 26 Sports and CCTV high school football presentation is brought to you by Wolverine Power Cooperative and Great Lakes Energy. Your local electric cooperative is looking out for you. And by Manton Healthcare Cadillac Rehab Services.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. We've got exciting fourth quarter action for you as the Inland Lakes Bulldogs are trying to get some offense rolling here. They're facing a 3rd and about 11. They had a little bit of a botched snap on that last play. Parker looking over the defense. Set up in the shotgun. He takes it. He's rolling off to the right. He drops the ball. And oh boy. Just dropped the ball. And that was recovered by, looks like, number
50.
Perry.
Brandon Perry.
All right, so that is going to put Manton back in the offensive mode. They already have a pretty sizable lead here at 56-21. And they are going to look to add on to that. Yeah, I think he just kind of lost the handle on that, Mike.
Yes, he did. When he was pulling out, he just kind of slipped right out of his hands.
Yep, and Brandon Perry was right there to pounce on it.
So it's good when it's green, right?
All right, so that brings, excuse me, Hunter Rule under center. He takes a snap. He hands it off to number 22. Number 22 gets up there. That is Nick Dunham. That was good for about, looked like to be 6 yards. A nice carry by Nick Dunham as the Manton line continues to kind of dominate the line of scrimmage there, at least on the offensive end.
Wait, you just told me to zoom out.
And looks like to bring up about a 2nd and maybe 5 for the Rangers. All right, Hunter Rule under center again, takes a snap. He hands it off this time to number 25. That's Seth Sparks. Looks like he was held short of the first down. Nice defensive play. That was number 77 in there, Ethan Wolford. We haven't really called his name tonight. Who else was in on that?
Burkhart.
Okay.
67, David Burkhart was in there with him.
All right, a couple sophomores. All right, so that's going to bring up a 3rd and about 2 for the Rangers. Talking it over with the backs, making sure they're all on the right page. Okay, Hunter hands it off. That's number 2. He's definitely across the 1st yardstick.
Jacob War.
That's Jacob War. He is a junior this year.
We have a new backfield there with Jacob War. And this 22 is Nick Dunham. And 25 is Seth Sparks.
Okay, so these guys are going to get a little playing time and get a chance to get some yards. That handoff is to number 2, War again.
War, the ball carrier.
Looks like he got a couple. Down to about the 20-yard line.
Tackled by Ethan Walford.
All right, so that's going to bring up a 2nd and about 7 for the Rangers. And Inland Lakes is going to, I'm sure, do their best here to keep them out of the end zone. They haven't been real successful about that tonight. All right, takes the handoff. That's Hunter Rule on a keeper. He gets all the way to the outside, looks to get back into the inside. He's still up. And he's all the way down to about the 6-yard line.
Rule, the ball carrier.
Okay, so Hunter Rule on a keeper on that one. So 1st down on that play, down to about the 6, so they are going to be 1st and goal from the Bulldogs' 6-yard line. It looked like number 20, Grant Bungie, working his way into the game. He was thrown to a couple times on that last possession. All right, Hunter Rule under center. He takes a snap, hands it off to Bungie. Bungie's looking to dance inside. He's weaving his way, gets down close to the goal line, maybe about to the 2 or 3. He could smell the end zone, Mike.
Yep. Yeah, they're fresh backs, so they're going to make the best of it while they can.
Oh, absolutely. And given the opportunity.
Right.
That's one good thing about getting a good cushion, is that you get those players in and get them some experience. That all plays dividends for next year. All right, Rule takes a snap, gives it to Bungie again. Bungie looks like he is across the goal line, and he is, as the signal is given by the officials, and that is a touchdown for, excuse me, Grant Bungie. All right, so the Rangers continue to pile on the points as we work our way into this fourth quarter.
6 minutes, 15 seconds to go.
All right, that gives them a lead of 62-21. They're going for the 2-point conversion here. Rule takes a snap, hands it off to Bungie again. Bungie looking for the inside. There's a couple tacklers there, and it is not quite good. Didn't quite get to the end zone, so they're going to have to be happy with a lead of 62-21. We're getting ever closer to that century mark. All right, what do we got, 83?
Yeah.
All right, we've got a lot of time to play here. There's 6:15 left in this fourth quarter.
Not a lot of ball control offenses, was there, Jeff?
No, not really. They are quick strikes.
Right.
They didn't really pass on that play, though.
No.
You know, on that last series, they were just
That's
content to run it out.
That was 8 or 9 plays.
Yeah, I think that might have been the longest drive of the night as far as the number of plays and time consuming anyway. All right, so maybe we could hear from our sponsors one more time tonight.
Okay.
Mike, who's bringing us this game?
Wolverine Power Cooperative, Great Lakes Energy, Manton Healthcare, Cadillac Rehab Services, Cadillac Tire, Napa, with locations in Cadillac, Lake City, and Big Rapids, LC Materials, Walkley Agency, Fox Motors Cadillac, Godfrey Chevrolet Buick, Pizza Plus, Emerald Vale Golf Course, and Latitude 44.
All right, so we had a kickoff there, but looks like it was interrupted by a whistle. I'm not exactly sure what was happening there as you was reading those sponsors. I don't see a flag on the play, but something wasn't quite right. So they are going to tee it up and try it again. That's Ethan Ansick kicking off for the Rangers.
They did must have been offsides.
Yeah, they sent them back again. That's like the second time in a row. They're getting a little antsy. That's Bob Kellogg down there making sure they're all following the rules. Squared up on that line.
We got a lot of fresh players in there.
Yeah. Okay, so they give a little squibber down there. That is recovered by number 10. That's Caleb Walters. Walter still on his feet, closing towards midfield. Stopped a little bit short. Looks like that was number 20. Is that number 22 on the tackle, Mike?
Yeah, Nick Dunham.
Okay, so Nick Dunham in there getting a tackle.
I'm not one.
He's getting a little time in at running back. A little special teams play. And the Bulldogs are going to have some halfway decent field position here to start this drive. Looks like they're going to be at about their own 48-yard line. And there's just a little light mist going on right now. Doesn't seem to be causing too much havoc. They've been dealing with a fairly wet ball for most of the game anyway. Had this light precipitation falling. It's not driving the fans away though.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
Okay, so what's happening here? They got some kind of penalty going on. All right, so the time is rolling, and they're really going to end up with some good field position. They're all the way up to about the 37-yard line. So let's see if they can add to their point total tonight. This has been one of their best offensive outputs of the year here for the Inland Lakes Bulldogs, as they've racked up 21 points tonight. And back to Luke Parker, puts it in the air. Nice spiral. He gets it all the way up to Tristan Everholt, and a nice catch. He's tackled by
who's on the tackle?
3 defenders. Yeah, well,
Trevor Solani.
it's Solani way back there. He is all over the field.
Brought down by Solani and Bungie.
Okay. Yeah, Inland Lakes actually scored 27 in their opening game against St. Ignace, and that was a win for them. So they're going to try to better that. All right, so they are starting off here 1st and 10 from about the 16-yard line. Parker's got a keeper this time. He's looking to go, and he's grabbed by the feet. I'm trying to see a number on that.
57.
By 50, Perry.
Brandon Perry and Berdal again on the tackles.
Okay, Ryan Berdal on that tackle, helping out. So it didn't look like they picked up much there. Maybe back to the original line of scrimmage, and it's going to be 2nd and 10 from there. All right, so the Bulldogs approaching. Getting some last-second instructions there to Ben Schramm, who is in the backfield behind Parker. All right, quick handoff to Schramm, and Manton is closing in quick on that. Looked like they dumped him for a loss.
Caleb Menke in on the tackle, along with Brandon Perry and Shively.
All right, so they did catch him a couple yards back behind the line of scrimmage, so a loss of 2 is going to bring up about a 3rd down and 12 for the Bulldogs. We've got just over 3.5 minutes left in this 4th and final quarter. Luke Parker looking over the defense. He's got trips to the right. Takes a snap. Looking to pass, ball's up in the air, and just off of, looked like it just went off of Nick Dunham's hands there. I think his eyes got too big. He was wide open. It was thrown right to him, and just kind of went off his hands. So hits the ground for an incomplete pass. That's going to make it a 4th down for the Bulldogs. And it looks like they are going to, are they setting up for a field goal? They got their kicker out there, Nathaniel Wandry, and they're going to set up for a field goal here, Mike.
No.
Yep, that's too bad. I wanted to see how far he was going to kick it. Kind of got a botched snap there, so that didn't work out. But Coach Brian Lark going for the field goal, and just working on another phase of the game.
Right.
And you might as well at this point.
Right. But in these conditions, the ball's slippery, it's been wet, the grass is wet, so it's tough to get those.
Yep, and I mean it's not a super common play in high school.
No,
You do not see many field goals attempted.
No, you don't.
And that's probably one of the reasons why right there. Everything's got to go just right. It's a whole timing thing with the snap and the person that's placing the ball, the kicker, everything.
One thing, you must have a good kicker because he's only a sophomore, so that's something to build on again.
Right. Yeah, I was watching him kick in warm-ups, and it looked like he was getting some pretty good distance off of his
Nice carry there by Nick Dunham.
Dunham, the ball carrier.
All right, so Manton takes over. They got a good carry of about 5 yards on that one. That's going to leave them with a 2nd and 5. Looks like from their own 33-yard line.
Dudley was in on the tackle there for the Inland Bulldogs.
Okay, and Manton has a new quarterback in there. That is Jacob Hahn at the helm. He hands it off to, who's that, number 25, Seth Sparks?
Yep.
On the carry. Looks like he got a few.
Ethan Wolford in on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
All right, so he got a few. That's going to leave them with about a 3rd and 3 from their own 36-yard line. And we have reached our just under a minute to play here at our Manton Athletic Complex. He's having a little discussion with the ref. He's going to try and eat up as much time as he can. It looks like they're going to be able to run out the clock.
Yeah, they're waiting for it to go out.
And Hahn takes a snap and takes a knee, and that is pretty much going to do it. So we did fall short of the century mark, Mike, but certainly not a disappointment as we had all kinds of offense going tonight. The Manton Rangers have taken this game 62-21 over the Inland Lake Bulldogs. That improves their overall record to 3-5. So they pick up a nice win here, and they will be hosting Rogers City next week here at the Manton Athletic Complex. So nice football game tonight.
Yep.
You know, I mean, Inland Lakes was able to at least get on the board and score some points. Their second best offensive output of the year for them. As I said, they did score 27 in their opening game win against St. Ignace much earlier this year. So it was nice for them to get some experience and get some points on the board. And, you know, Manton's offense just continues to roll.
Right. Manton's offense has really scored a lot of points this year and continues to roll. Mixed up a lot of the run and the pass, and they just played an outstanding game, you know, offensively and that. Defensively, they stepped up quite a bit, you know, and Inland Lakes has got to be happy, you know, with the point total that they had, and also stuff to build on, like we said, for next year.
Yeah.
And by the way, Jeff, tell everybody where Inland Lakes comes from.
Oh, it's up in Indian River.
Right.
They've got beautiful Burt Lake up there and Mullet Lake. You know, you're familiar with that area. I was telling you earlier that as a young child, our family went up there for family vacation for many years. So I got to enjoy the beautiful part of northern Michigan up there around Inland Lakes, and we continue to go up there. And even, you know, my family and brothers and sisters and things, we would kind of vacation up there, and that always brought back the good memories. But boy, they certainly have a beautiful place in Michigan to live up there. That's for sure.
But like you said, this is Coach Park's first year.
Yep, it's his first year here in Inland Lake, so it's a good building step. They went winless last year. You know, they've got a couple wins this year, and you know, you got to start somewhere. I saw some real good things tonight. Boy, they had some nice long runs for touchdowns too. Okay, so we're going to take a little break here, and we will be right back. You are watching high school football action on 26 Sports and CCTV, and we will be back in just a few moments.